This video is sponsored by Marvel Rivals. Oh man, they had to make Deadpool of all people 3 different roles? This video is gonna take forever to make. Macro, baby! I knew that you were gonna be making it for Noobs videos, so I thought I could help. Who better to explain Deadpool than me? Deadpool! No, for the 5th time, Wade. I don't need your help, I can do this by myself. I've done a million of these. Okay, you're the for Noobs guy, I'll let you do you.
But I'll be back, and it better be good. You hear me? It better be good.
I promise you it'll be good, just please go so I can finish. Okay, I'll see you later. Toodles. Oh my gosh. Deadpool is the new hero in Season 6 of Marvel Rivals. He is easily one of the most popular Marvel heroes of all time, so his announcement was beyond exciting, especially when it was announced that he is the first hero who is every single role. I'll let him explain himself.
Little did he know, I was messing with my code to give you whiners the best solution possible. So now, I'm a duelist, and a Vanguard, and a strategist. A Marvel 3-in-1, baby!
Yep. He's a duelist, a strategist, and a Vanguard. So you know this video is gonna be long, with 3 times the kit. It's an extra thick video today. But before I explain how to play Deadpool, let's quickly go over his comic book history first. So while the modern iteration of the character is extremely goofy and is known for breaking the 4th wall, Deadpool wasn't always like this. He first appeared in New Mutants issue 98, and he was more of a mercenary type character that fought Cable and the X-Men. He was funny, but not anywhere near how he is these days. And depending on the comic, Deadpool's backstory is never fully set in stone. But what we do know is his real name is Wade Wilson. Probably. And he had a rough upbringing, running away from his home as a teenager. Sometimes he has a military background, other times he's just a mercenary. But when it comes to how he got his powers, it's always because he had an incurable cancer. And in order to treat it, he ends up being used as an experiment in the Weapon X program. But this disfigures his face and body, but also gives him a regenerative healing factor. But unfortunately, this healing factor also accelerated his cancer, which is why he looks so disfigured and also made him a little crazy. So crazy that he can break the 4th wall and talk to us, the reader of the comic. So the Weapon X people sent him to die with other failed experiments at a prison, and in this hospice prison, the prisoners would bet on who would die first. They called it a Deadpool. But it turned out that Wade couldn't die, and boy did they try to kill him. So he escaped and ironically decided to call himself Deadpool. So, with his iconic red outfit to cover his gross body, some pistols and katanas, Deadpool cracks jokes while fighting crime and killing his enemies, earning the nickname the Merc with the Mouth. And he's teamed up with a lot of the most popular heroes like Wolverine and Spider-Man, and he does this all while breaking the 4th wall and being fully aware that he's in a comic, which has made him a fan favorite for a long time now. And he's easily one of the strongest characters in comic book history. At one point, he killed the entire Marvel Universe. In the comic, Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe, which technically isn't in the main canon. It's more of a what if, but the fact that he can do it is insane. So Deadpool continued to be silly and break the 4th wall in every iteration. Comics, movies, video games, even in VR. And now he is in Marvel Rivals. Normally the developers handle his introduction, but of course he had to break the 4th wall and introduce himself to us. And in Marvel Rivals they didn't hold back at all.
Deadpool is a...
Oh, you can't march a genius like me into a single class. I'm versatile, baby. Hey, take a break, boss. Your new pal Wade will handle this one himself. We've gotten too comfortable with Guang here these last few seasons. Now it's time for a little Deadpool here.
So now that you know who Deadpool is, let's learn how to play him, shall we? So while Deadpool has a version of himself that is a Vanguard, a Duelist, and a Strategist, the core gameplay is very similar. So I think to make this as easy as possible to understand, I'll go over each part of his kit, first as a Duelist, then as a Strategist, and then Vanguard. Deadpool's main weapons are his dual Desert Eagles. They do a solid amount of damage at a decent range. However, they do have damage fall off past 15 meters. As a Duelist and a Vanguard, you can eliminate most enemies with 4 headshots, but as a Strategist, it will take 5 headshots, as your weapon is slightly weaker. But as a Strategist, you can heal your teammates by shooting them, so that definitely makes up for the drawback. But regardless of what role you choose, your damage output with these pistols is really strong, if you can aim.
Come over here, I'm healing Link. Link, I'm trying to get Link, stand still.
You'll end up picking off enemies with them at all ranges. If you're a fan of the hit scan, Deadpool's your man. And as a strategist, it's really nice to be able to hit scan heal your teammates from any distance. And his healing isn't half bad. But Deadpool has another weapon, which is of course his iconic dual katanas. These are obviously strong when fighting in close range, and they are the strongest as a duelist, and slightly weaker as a Vanguard or a strategist. And strategist Deadpool's blades will create a healing area of effect when you hit an enemy. So Deadpool really can heal a ton of health. It's wild. Either way, you will want to equip these blades when the fighting gets super clustered in close range, where you can just hack and slash all willy-nilly. When you have your pistol out, your first ability as a duelist is Headshot, which has you throw your literal icon on the bottom left of the screen. Yeah, seriously, that icon. And it damages any enemy it hits along the path up to roughly 30 meters. So as a duelist, this is a nice quick burst option to finish off a weakened enemy. Or if the enemy team is clustered, you can just throw it in there and cause so much havoc. Now, as a strategist, it's literally the same ability, except it's a little weaker, and you guessed it, it heals your teammates. The healing output you get from throwing your face at people is pretty decent and can save your teammates' lives in a pinch. Now, this ability slot completely changes if you're playing Vanguard Deadpool. Instead of throwing your icon at people, you actually throw a magical unicorn shield, which is just a little plushie. But this creates a bubble that blocks all incoming damage for a few seconds or until it breaks. This can actually block a ton of damage, and since it's on a relatively short cooldown, you can really protect your team with it and be a true Vanguard. It also completely disappears when you die, so be a good Vanguard and don't do that, you noob. Now, when Deadpool has his swords out, that same ability completely changes. But thankfully, this sword ability is pretty much the same for each version of Deadpool. And it's called either Hazardous Hijinks or Healing Hijinks. Basically, you dash forward and strike enemies in your path with your blades. And if Duelist or Vanguards hit an enemy, it lets you use it again. While the Strategist Deadpool, you guessed it, heals teammates on top of doing damage. You see, it's really not that complicated. The Duelist and Strategist Deadpool get 2 total cooldowns of this ability, while Vanguards only get 1. But no matter the role, this is incredible movement to help you close the gap on enemies. It's his best ability to chase down enemies trying to run away. Even if you still have your pistols out, you can swap to the swords pretty fast and dash at an enemy before they can say chimichangas.
Dude, I can't kill him. Oh, I can't kill him, I lied.
And when you do reset it and dash over and over and over again, it feels incredible. And of course, it's just a great tool to escape enemy ultimates, like Jeff.
Oh, I got sucked. I lived!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Now, every version of Deadpool shares the next ability, Deadpool in your area. If you're using the Duelist Deadpool, any enemy in your radius will get hurt, and it will also disrupt their vision, while also granting you damage reduction. When a Strategist Deadpool uses this, it will hurt enemies and heal allies in that same radius, which is why it's green. Color coordination! And Vanguards will hurt enemies in the radius while also gaining increased attack speed, so your pistols shoot faster and your swords swipe quicker. Huh. That feels like they swapped the Duelist and the Vanguard one. Interesting. Now, this ability as a Duelist and a Vanguard is great for diving in, doing a ton of damage, and racking up kills. And as a healer, you'll do the same, but usually around your own team to help keep them and yourself alive. His final ability is his bunny hop. Deadpool can double jump in the air, and he can land on enemies, dealing damage. And if you're a Vanguard or a Duelist, you'll gain bonus health. If you're a Strategist, you can actually bounce on your teammates and heal them. Duelists and Strategists can reset the bunny hop after successfully landing on a head, or bouncing off the wall. Vanguards don't get that fun reset. This is just a nice vertical option that can mix up your movement, making you harder to track, meaning that you're harder to kill. And it can also help you get to the high ground, especially when you pair it with your dash ability. Now, Deadpool has two passive abilities that are the same for all versions. First, he has a healing factor that heals his health after not being shot for a while. But this will instantly kick in when you take a big hit and get critically low, which is a cool way to give him his comic book accurate power without being too overpowered. And this healing factor is great on all rolls. You can go in, do a ton of damage, dash out, and then just passively heal. Yo, I need some help. I'm passively heal, it's okay. I'm passively healing, it's okay. And his final passive ability is Maximum Flare. Every time one of your abilities lands, you'll gain style points. And once you get to S tier, you can use one of your two ultimates. Yes, on top of all the stuff I just went over, Deadpool also has two ultimates. If you're holding your pistols, he'll scream, which will continuously hurt the enemy that you targeted, or if you're a strategist, continuously heal nearby allies, or if you're a vanguard, continuously give more maximum health to yourself. And if the person you targeted misses any of their abilities, the enemy will hurt themselves even more. This ultimate ability is really fun to land on enemies since it will force them to either stop playing normally or risk missing one of their abilities and accidentally eliminating themselves in the process. Oh, I killed someone. Oh, I killed Tony with the ultimate. I did the literally aiming at the Tony and he unalive himself. It's also very on brand for Deadpool to reference such an old meme. Who would reference old memes? Psh, not me. Now, unlike regular ultimates, you can't get the ultimate by just chilling there. You have to actually land your abilities. And also, unlike regular ultimates, if you die, when you spawn, you won't have the ultimate. So it's kind of a use it or lose it type situation. Now, if you have the katanas out, you can activate his other ultimate, Pop Quiz, or the Big Test, or the Final Exam. It's all test related. You get more speed and more self-healing. And if you land the required amount of abilities listed, you'll hit the jackpot and have all your abilities reset, and you'll be even faster and heal even more. It's absolutely crazy. It's not the strongest ultimate, but if you coordinate it right, you can rack up plenty of kills. It's like you're actually trying to successfully complete a minigame challenge mid-round without dying. It's a bit challenging, but when you pull it off, it's absolutely bonkers.
Oh, got one.
Oh, I did it! I did it! I finally did it! Oh my god!
Shit.
Now, if all of that seemed like a lot, we aren't even close to done yet, because Deadpool is a freaking MOBA character. Deadpool has the ability to level up mid-round and upgrade his own kit. If you upgrade the guns, they're stronger and can shoot poop emojis that explode. If you upgrade the blades, the stabby stabs can land critical hits. If you upgrade the unicorn bubble, it gets bigger and stronger. Or if you're upgrading your icon throwing ability, you can have multiple icons to throw at enemies. It just starts spamming out. It's kind of crazy. If you upgrade the dash, you get more dashes. Or in the Duelist case, unlimited dashes if you don't miss. It's very nuts. And the ultimates can just kill enemies faster. Essentially, most of the upgrades are similar enough to each version of Deadpool. You can just assume that the Duelist one does more damage, and the Vanguard one gives them more overhealth, and the Strategist one heals more. So you just need to know which upgrades you'll want to do first, because sometimes you won't get to upgrade all of them. So prioritize the abilities you're most likely to do well with first and foremost. Just don't fat finger it in the middle of a fight. Okay, I made a big mistake of trying to upgrade mid-fight on accident. You know how like it just blocks your whole screen?
Yeah, that's so funny.
And you can't really do anything about it? That's like the funniest bad mistake you can make. You noob. And the final thing you can do as Deadpool is take a little selfie. Every time you land the final blow on anyone, you can take a selfie on their dead corpse, and this will greatly increase your experience points so you can level up faster. And also, you're completely invulnerable when taking a selfie. So in a pinch, it can fully block big ultimates like Iron Man or Magneto. His cheeks really do be deflecting things, and when you pull it off in game, it's incredible. Oh, did I block it? I did the thing with the selfie! I did it! I actually did it mid-game! Too bad there isn't a place where you can like download the selfies, because I would do that in a heartbeat. Okay, that's every single ability in a nutshell. So figure out which of the 3 roles fits your playstyle the best and go in there and dead some pools. Okay, I'm exhausted. I'll catch you later. Ya noob.
Wait a minute! You can't end a video like that! Where are the pro tips? Oh. Shh. He fell asleep. I guess it's my turn to do the video.
So listen to these pro tips. Number 1, I have one team up with my little buddy Jeff, of course. I give him a little unicorn thing that heals. Ain't it adorable? But if I'm being honest, I feel like me and my best bud Logan should have had a team up where we aura farm and save the world like we always do. Macro and Tony Romero made a TikTok showcasing that. But in this game, any character that can give me extra damage boosts and keep me alive will pair well with me, especially Gambit. I don't understand a word he's saying, but I don't need to understand when he's making my ultimates look like this.
No, you're not good. I'm keeping you up.
Huge anti!
Oh my god! Oh!
Come here. Go in.
Number 2. One cool part of my kit is that if you need me to switch roles, I'll keep all the experience I earned with me even after switching, so you don't have to start at square one like a bum. Also, I'm almost impossible to ban in ranked. You have to ban each individual role, so use me while you can before they inevitably change that. Speaking of change, if your keybinds are at all different for the upgrade button, you might notice that the selfie button won't be bound. You could just reset to default, or you could just bind it. So make sure you bind it because I look good on camera. Number 3. Now, a lot of you noobs out here need a little hand-holding when it comes to this complicated upgrade system. So here are my recommendations for the upgrades for each of my classes. For Duelist, I'd start off by getting the upgraded dash, so you can dash an unlimited amount of times. This will help you farm your ultimate and also farm some kills. Then once you can, you should upgrade your pistols for that extra damage that will add up fast. Anything after that is obviously fine. It's my kit, you really can't go wrong. Unless you're just bad. Then I can't really help you. For Strategist, you gotta start off first with the pistol upgrade. That extra bonus poop emoji I shoot will give your gun an explosive healing effect that makes your job easier. Then it's a safe choice between Deadpool in your area or upgrading throwing my face around, just to keep that healing at top notch. We don't want to get heal diffs now, do we? And for Vanguard, you gotta upgrade the unicorn shield first. It becomes way bigger, and bigger is better. Then I would upgrade one of your weapons, depending on if you're diving or playing a more hybrid role. Number 4. Oh my gosh, how long was I asleep? Oh, hey Macro, you're up. Oh man, who let you in? I let myself in and I did a lot of the work for you. A thank you would be nice. Okay, I can take it from here. Let me do the final pro tip. Number 4. In this game, I can still hear you humming. Please, just let me focus. So in this game, you can... Okay, that's it. Completely different pro tip. Deadpool can be funny, but sometimes he can also be cringy, referencing Hawk Tua.
Hey, Haktua, did you really start out at the circus before you joined the Avengers?
Yeah.
And just yapping all the time. Yap, yap, yap. Singing while I'm in the menus. He even beefs with Galacta.
Better stop that vehicle!
You really said it. That's the one they turned into a meme.
Yeah, I know. Just stop scrolling and start moving, okay?
Okay, I actually think that's pretty funny. But if you ever need a break from Wade, here's an incredible tip. You can do this. Ah, peace at last. Deadpool is an insanely creative addition to this game that I don't think anyone expected to be this dynamic, but he is. He's funny, over the top, a bit obnoxious, and he represents his character perfectly. But how is he for noobs? For noobs? Who are we kidding? He's hard as fuck to play. But what do you think? Have you played Deadpool? And if so, do you think he's easy to play or hard to play? Do you think he's underpowered and needs buffs or overpowered and needs nerfs? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, now let me sleep for real. Ya noob.